Okay, so now we have a fox and cat, who are a pair of con artists who apparently know the owner of a puppet show. They see Pinocchio and they instantly see the chance to make some money off of him.
A wooden boy. It's amazing. A live puppet without strings.
Why are you so surprised? You're a talking fox in a world of humans. Anyway, they find Pinocchio and convince him that acting is better than going to school.
Precious time. Come on to the theater. Hi diddly-dee. An actor's life for me.
Isn't there supposed to be a conscience guiding him?
I'm conscious. I turned out to be. Late the first day.
Wow, brilliant example you're setting.
Didn't get in much trouble.
So despite his best efforts to stop him, Pinocchio goes off to be extorted for child labor. We're then introduced to Stromboli, who is, what is he? Russian? Though from the looks of it, he could also either be Bluto or Blackbeard. So once Stromboli introduces Pinocchio, we get a Bugs Bunny cartoon? So after a surprisingly suggestive puppet show, the crowd loves Pinocchio and Jimmy decides to call it quits.
What does an actor want with a conscience anyway?
Nah, too easy. We then cut back to Geppetto, who's worried about Pinocchio and goes out to find him. Yeah, that cake would have disintegrated when it hit the water. While Stromboli is reveling in the success of the show, Pinocchio wants to go home and tell his father, but Blackbeard over here is less than thrilled at the idea.
Yeah, oh, sure. Going home to your father. Oh, that is very comical.
Okay, so that doesn't actually happen. He throws Pinocchio in a cage and tells him how he's going to make him work for him for the rest of his life until he's too old to work and then be made into firewood. Even though he isn't real, and he's made of wood, and he can't physically age. So Jiminy returns to see Pinocchio off. Upon seeing that he's trapped, he tries to free him.
Just as easy as rolling off of it.
After Jiminy realizes that he can't break Pinocchio out, the two lament over the situation until Rosalina shows up again. Pinocchio tries to lie his way out of it, but seriously, by now all of you know what happens.
Oh, please help me. I'm awful sorry.
Give him another chance. For my sake, will you?
No!
Alright, that doesn't happen either. She springs them while saying it's the last time she'll help them and the two make a break for it. We then cut to a bar where Honest John is boasting about how he stole Pinocchio.
Folks like to make some real money. I'm collecting stupid little boys.
What?
And I takes them to Pleasure Island.
He's collecting little kids and taking them to a place called Pleasure Island. This is a Disney movie, right?
Pleasure Island? But the law, suppose they... No, there's no risk. They never come back as boys.
Ugh, what the heck is up with that? I mean, that came out of nowhere. It's like the Joker. So while on their way home, we run into these two again, who for some reason decide to impersonate doctors.
Compound transmission of the pandemonium with percussion and spasmodic frantic disintegration.
My diagnosis, you have an extreme case of gullibility, which is a branch of the Moronicus virus, which itself is also a branch of the Retardia virus. These are all technical terms. Don't bother with trying to understand them. So Pinocchio gets suckered again into going to this Pleasure Island place. Along the way, he meets this guy named Lampic, who's like the punk in every PSA ever made. We then finally see Pleasure Island, and it's the creepiest amusement park I've ever seen.
All right now, up to it, you blokes. Come on. Shut the doors and lock 'em tight. Now.
What are those things? Now now we see Pinocchio and Lamplight doing what any hardcore, bad-to-the-bone rebel would do. Play pool! Seriously, I can understand smoking and drinking, but is playing pool really that big a sin? Jiminy finally finds Pinocchio, but he's flicked away like the bug he is. Deciding it's not worth the effort, Jiminy calls it quits again.
You buttered your bread, now sleep in it.
Come on, you folks, keep her moving. Lively there now. Come on, let's have another.
Okay, what are those things? I mean, they can't be ninjas. Nah, looks more like a man and a bear. Possibly a pig.
Talking, of course, about Man-Bear-Pig.
And what might your name be?
Alexander.
Wait,
So
what?
You can talk. He can still talk.
Wait, what?
Let me out again.
Quiet! You boys have had your fun. Now pay for it.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, hold the phone. So bad little kids become donkeys? What kind of sense does that make? I mean, if that were true, then half the world would be donkeys. Yeah, but they never establish if that's the case. They just throw it at us and expect us to buy it. I call plot hole. Anyway, now we come back to Lamplight, who's starting to turn into a donkey.
You'd think something was gonna happen to us. What's he think I look like? A jackass?
While Lamplight gets what's coming to him, Pinocchio starts to turn into... Bugs Bunny? Huh, dude, what a break! That's awesome! By the way, shouldn't he be turning into a wooden donkey? Two of them manage to escape and they return home, only to see Geppetto isn't there. They immediately assume the worst, but they find out where he is thanks to a dove. Hey, wait, that music! It's the fairy!
Hey,
Earlier she said she wasn't gonna help them again, and now she's helping them again. Lady, they can't grow if you keep babying them along.
He was swallowed by a whale.
So they find out Geppetto was swallowed by a whale, and Pinocchio resolves to go out and find him.
Hey, Pinocchio! Wait! Look out below! All right.
I can understand how Pinocchio can breathe underwater since he has no lungs, but how can Jiminy breathe and talk? But that just raises another question. If Pinocchio can breathe underwater because he has no lungs to ruin, how could the cigar on Pleasure Island possibly affect him? Elsewhere, a school of fish wake up the whale named Monstro, who quickly chases after them for a meal.